Hello and welcome to Local Spotlight. I'm your host Teri S. And we have a very special artist in with us today. I want you guys to put your hands together for Sullee J.
Thank you.
Yeah, so good to see you. How are you?
Great, how are you?
I'm doing wonderful. So tell us a little bit about what you're doing. You're Sullee J and you're a hip-hop rap artist, correct? You reside in Baltimore, Maryland.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us a little bit about your craft, what you do.
Well, you know, the whole point of hip-hop, what I'm doing with it is kind of bringing a positive message.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't feel like there's a lot of positivity in music nowadays. And I feel like positivity is the main influence which can change not only the people recording the music, but the people listening to music. And so far, what I've done with hip-hop has affected thousands of lives. And I feel like the more I keep going with it, the more listeners I get, the more change I can make.
Wow, okay. So how long have you been doing this?
Actually, writing I started way back, you know, like in elementary school.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I wrote a poem one day and my teacher said, she was just like, wow, up in like 4th or 5th grade.
Wow.
And she was just like, for a child, like, you write so deep. And that kind of like inspired me because I've been through so many struggles in life.
Right.
I feel like, you know, poetry is the best way to express it.
Right.
And not only are you expressing it to yourself, I feel like when others listen to it, and you know they can't talk about it to certain folks, it kind of helps them too.
Wow, okay. So you use the word poetry.
Correct.
I understand that you have AKA, right?
Yeah.
And
Poetic Scar.
Poetic Scar.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I call myself Poetic Scar because, of course, I write poetry, and scar, what I write is pain. It's full of pain, it's full of passion.
Mm-hmm.
You know, expressions is what I've been through, is what I'm going through, and how I changed with what I went through.
Okay.
And basically, Poetic Scar behind that, you know, I say I'm not an artist, I'm a poetic scar. And I was born with a talent, raised through a struggle.
Okay.
That's what it means.
Right. So you were truly a gifted individual. Just
Basically.
You didn't have training.
Yeah.
You didn't have to go to hip hop school.
Sometimes
that
I'll
kind
be
of a thing.
writing a song, I'll think of words that I don't even understand. And
Wow.
I gotta look in the dictionary to understand what I wrote about myself.
Wow. Okay. So it's an ongoing thing
Exactly.
here. Every day there's something fresh. That's wonderful. Okay. Tell us a little bit about your career and some of the things you've done in terms of TV, radio,
No problem.
things of that nature.
You know, I've been on mainstream Baltimore radio, WOB. I've been on mainstream New York City, New Jersey, Connecticut, Hot 103.7, which they just played. I've been on over 4 Fox interviews, which went nationwide, also acclaimed in Canada, so it's international.
Okay.
I've been on CBS, CNN did an article on me.
Wow.
You know, I've been on 2 Underground Street DVD features. It's Who Got Next by Great Minds Entertainment and Hustle the Hustler when I performed for DJ Wu Kid up in Virginia.
Okay. You kind of got that thing when you talking to me. You're like, did y'all hear what he said? I didn't catch all of it. Now, let's go back. I'm just messing with you. But look, you said something about you've been on. What do you mean by on? Are they playing your music? Are you being interviewed like for Fox, CBS,
like,
things of that nature?
Fox, they played it for a straight 3 to 4 weeks.
Okay.
And what they
You
do
mean
is,
television?
Correct.
Played it where?
Played it, basically, one I recorded in Oklahoma,
Mhm.
one I recorded in Fox 45. They gave me cover stories, so I was on for a whole 6
cool.
minutes. You know, one I recorded in Joplin. What happens is, once they record it, after they play it, they send it to, you know, all the Fox affiliates. Or
Okay.
CBS, when I was on there, they send it all the affiliates, and whoever picks it up, you know, a reporter sees that story, and then they're like, oh, I like this is interesting, we gotta
Wow.
spread this message.
Right.
You know, that's what happened. People started picking it up. You got it in, you know, California. It spread to New Jersey, it spread to Canada.
Right.
And not only did the song I made for this man, his name is Billy Anderson, the one who's in the hospital now for 20 months with a
Okay.
disease that no one can figure out. Not only does it make people see this situation in a good way, but Fox is one station
Mhm.
that'll always, you know, put negativity on hip-hop when they hear about it. They'll be like, oh, it's a bad influence on your kids, or, you know, etc. But when they see me doing hip-hop, it's like, wow, he doesn't curse in his songs.
Right.
And to see a person on TV who's bringing positivity in music,
Right.
you know, then the future generation, our kids that are growing up, or even the adults, they look at hip-hop, they're like, oh, you know, people come up to me, they're like, I hate hip-hop. And then when they listen to me, they're like, you know, your music is clean and saying the message, it's a different story. So
Right.
it kind of fills me in the neutral where I can spread my music to people with this age or this
Of all
age.
genres,
Exactly.
absolutely. And you're right, hip hop for some reason, and it's sort of unfortunate. It has that negativity. But you, among others, there's quite a few people I think now that are kind of waking up and smelling the coffee, if you will, and saying, hey, we need to make a change because, it's time for, even though, like you said, you've had pain and struggles, doesn't mean you have to.
Of course not. Everyone has pain, struggles, and anger. We all got emotions. It's just how you express it. So if you ask me, how my music is different, my answer to you is that my music makes a difference.
All right. Okay. And you've been doing this for how long? How many years are we looking at?
Past 10 years.
Right. Okay, because you're relatively young, so you started when you was 2 years old? No, this season.
No, but I have the knowledge of what because this is what I love.
Right. Well, you still got a long career ahead of you. Definitely. And you've already told me how you think you can make a difference in this world. What are some of your goals? Once where do you see yourself at in 5 years? I'm just going to give you
in 5 years, hopefully, signed to a label. The money I do get, what I want to do is build a charity. The whole point of, as you can see, before I'm even getting paid for shows or anything like that, what I do is, if I did, for the shows I did in the past, I did some charity shows for Billy, and if we do get money, it all goes to them. I'm not one who cares about, oh, why am I not getting this much if you're getting that much?
Right.
For me, it's when I do get signed and suppose I get advanced, I want to start helping people in general. Right. That's my goal, because I feel like, someone else's smile will make me smile. Because when you go through so much in life, it's like a piece of paper is not going to make you happy. Right. But when you change your life, that's going to make you happy.
Right. And you get, the more you give, the more you receive. Exactly. It'll all come back.
And I'm a big believer, so, that's me.
And I'm sure you want to make it a living out of it. This is your passion. This is what you want to do. So, of course, you do have to have some type of compensation so that you can do the next thing. And it'll all come. It'll all come. Now, you kept mentioning, and I want to share with the audience about Billy. Tell us a little bit about Billy, this gentleman that you wrote a song for.
I wrote a song called Billy's Conscience, and the whole point of that is I actually saw a story one day on Fox out here in Baltimore, and it said a man who's been in the hospital for 16 months back then has a disease. He's been through several doctors. Several people have tried to diagnose him. They've tried to test his cells, tissues, and all that but they can't understand what the infection is or what's causing this illness. His immune system is shut down, heartbeat's raised, his blood pressure is low. Every day he's suffering. He has 2 little girls, barely 3 years old, 4 years old, and he has a wife. And he's just been in the hospital bed for so long with no diagnosis. And what we're trying to do is bring him to Johns Hopkins because it's the best hospital. Right. When I was on radio in Baltimore, I was on Larry's show, Larry the Celebrity and Jimmy the Bodyguard, and they actually helped us contact the doctor at Hopkins. So right now we're actually in the process for fundraising, and hopefully soon we're gonna get him flown out here, and hopefully they'll find a cure to him.
Well, that's wonderful. It's awesome, for you guys to be. When you say we, who are all the people that are involved?
There's so many people, it's hard to name. I don't like taking names because when so many people help you, it's hard to name everyone. But I just want to say thank you for everyone helping us, and God bless you.
Oh, that's wonderful. God bless you. You're doing it. You're making it do what it do, and that's what's up. All right, so I don't know. You guys if you want to get in contact with Sullee J, Sullee, tell them how they get in contact.
If you want to get in contact, I'm on myspace.com, Sullee J Rapper. That's Sullee J Rapper. I'm on Facebook /Sullee J. I'm on YouTube. You can just Google me. Basically, I'm everywhere. So. All right,
everybody. So let's thank Mr. Sullee J for joining us today. We thank you. We look forward to hearing you on the airwaves all over, internationally, nationally, and God bless you. It's so nice to meet you. All right, thank you.